What is up, YouTube fam? It's your favorite unapologetic lesbian back with another one. And this time, we've got another Ryan Upchurch video. I'm kind of liking these videos every day of him just sharing his opinions and trying to open people's eyes. I'm liking this. But this video, the title is a question. Is this why we don't explore the ocean? And I've heard plenty of theories on the ocean. I go deep sea fishing. Well, it's not really deep sea fishing. It is, but it's not. It's off the shore. But me and my family go to Hatteras every year for Thanksgiving, and we spend a week-long time sitting on the shore fishing in the ocean. And there are some things that I have pulled out, like I have caught fishing, that make me not want to go into the water. So, and I've seen documentaries and I've seen clips of things in the water that look terrifying. So let's see what his thoughts and opinions are on why we don't really explore the ocean like we should, I guess you could say. So let's find out.
Oh yeah. First off, good morning. How y'all doing? Second off, before we start this video, there's these three in particular people on YouTube who get really fucking upset when I start trying to figure out where all the kids are going. Why they get so irritated at me when I'm trying to find where these underage kids are going so it can stop happening. They don't like that at all, so I'm going to invite you here. First on the list who gives me problems when I try to speak out against sex trafficking. Xana May, step on up, you fat ugly bitch. How you doing? Look at that thick pelted beaver neck you got. Look at you, you fucking gizzard. Look, she got a little frog gizzard. Chin's got a little equator on the end of it. It's about to go to the end of your chin and become a fucking little dimple, isn't it? Hashtag beaver neck gizzard chin. Who's next on the list when it comes to people who don't like other people trying to stop sex trafficking? Tony Dodge, what up, you big-nosed Jew motherfucker? How you doing? Yo ass definitely owned a few dirty-ass fucking ice cream trucks back in the day. And the last channel who tried to make everybody think I was crazy when I was trying to out some weird sex trafficking shit on the internet, Popcorn Planet. I don't know your name, but how you doing, you fucking goofy-looking fuck? Horrible, I hope. 50 years old with gray skin down in his basement playing with fucking Minecraft toys, you fucking freak.
Man, that's so good.
Now, let's get to this video. You'll see why I'm inviting them here.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Alright, so if you've seen my videos the past few days, it's all been about weird terminology that has to do with sex trafficking and aliens. It's also been about these weird, bizarre Maui fires. You already know from seeing the last video, but what's one of the main things that everybody in Maui, Hawaii was saying? There's a bunch of random missing kids and it's really fucking weird.
A local Maui official said a large number of the dead may have actually been children who were left home that day because schools were closed, many of them alone or with their grandparents. Is that the case?
That is possible. That's what we're sharing here internally. That is possible that there will be many children. This is the largest catastrophe and disaster that's ever hit Maui. Probably it's ever hit Hawaii outside of wartime events.
All right, so check it out. This is where Maui is on a map.
Australia. Australia is where I'm at position on this video.
TPP agreement. It is a partnership between different countries to trade things using certain routes in the ocean. Do you know where this route is? Look. Well, would you look at that? Look what's damn near directly at the halfway mark. The TPP agreement and the trade that was happening on this route, and possibly still is happening on this route right now, actually caused a lot of sex trafficking problems. you know, didn't like the TPP agreement because it was causing sex trafficking problems? Donald Trump.
I'm going to withdraw the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which has not yet been ratified. The Trans-Pacific Partnership is another disaster, done and pushed by special interests who want to rape our country. That's what it is, too. It's a harsh word. It's a rape of our country. This is done by wealthy people that want to take advantage of us and that want to sign another partnership. So, Hillary Clinton, not so long ago, said this is the gold standard of trade pacts, the gold standard. And she's down and saying this is the gold standard. Then when I got involved and I started pointing out all the flaws, it's not properly addressed and practically not even discussed at all.
But I told you, going back and looking at old news and tell you new things. That was 7 years ago.
You want to approve Trans-Pacific Partnership. You were totally in favor of it. Then you heard what I was saying, how bad it is, and you said, I can't win that debate. But you know that if you did win, you would approve that, and that will be over.
Not accurate. I was against it once it was finally negotiated and the terms were laid out. I wrote about that in...
You called it the gold standard.
Well, I hope...
You called it the gold standard of trade deals. You said it's the finest deal you've ever seen.
No.
And then you heard what I said about it, and all of a sudden you were against it.
Well...
Nothing beats the truth and the timestamp, baby. And he was pointing out everybody that was for it. He was like the only person being like, fuck no.
Donald, I know you live in your own reality, but that is not...
I love how all the fucking morons in the background laugh like it's a good joke, when in reality, we all do in fact live in our own realities.
The facts are, I did say I hoped it would be a good deal, but when it was negotiated, which I was not responsible for, I concluded it wasn't. I wrote about that.
So is it President Obama's fault? Is it President Obama's fault?
Even announced. Look, there are
Secretary, is it President Obama's fault?
There are
because he's pushing it.
And he's right. Obama was pushing the same thing.
Look, the issue of human trafficking is
Look, the TPP agreement made more sex trafficking weird shit happen. And then he's like, it's actually to combat human trafficking.
human trafficking is something that we have made a top priority in our State Department and the United States government. So we have...
Not for the right reasons, you haven't. Maybe top priority, but not for good top priority reasons. Am I right?
Set of policies designed specifically to work with countries to prevent human trafficking.
Which is still to this day not working. It's actually even worse.
And we've actually begun making progress in improved enforcement, in improved
When?
law enforcement coordination.
Well, that didn't work out too well, now did it? We got the border wide open, a bunch of fucking freaks coming through.
NGOs have been very helpful as partners with us in identifying what are some of the paths where people are being exploited. We actually have provisions in TPP designed to prevent human trafficking.
Yet it's not getting prevented, but you're shit-talking the only fucking president who's had the big enough balls to call all y'all out. You don't want him in office to prevent it, because if he prevents it, he prevents yo ass.
There are different views about what's good for our country, our economy, and our leadership in the world. We also have to look at how we help families balance the responsibilities at home and the responsibilities at business. So
yeah, like they need to be telling us what the fuck we need to do with our kids and our household and all that shit.
We have a very robust set of plans.
And we, the people, don't believe your bullshit any fucking more and don't give a fuck what you have to say. Donald Trump's gonna be the next president. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. I ain't listening to no fucking leader politically unless it's him. And if it ain't him, he better fucking like you, and you better like him, and you better have the same exact values and morals as he does. Otherwise, a lot of people are about to be really fucking pissed off. He's the only motherfucker who has told us the truth. He's the only motherfucker who stood up for us All you other motherfuckers, y'all got weird-ass parties on islands that nobody knows about. Y'all's kids smoke crack with prostitutes and then put it on laptops. Y'all see Hunter Biden walk out of Capitol Hill yesterday like a little bitch? You know who would never act like a disrespectful, spoiled fucking brat and walk out of Capitol Hill? Trump's sons and his daughter. They wouldn't. And last thing I want to show you before I wrap this video up. The other day when I made that video, once again I'll play the clip because it just keeps relating to stuff, and people can laugh all they want, but when you see what you're about to see, if you laughed yesterday, your face is finna get red, and you're probably gonna be embarrassed for being naive and goofy. There's one YouTuber I like a lot, but man, he did a reaction to the video, and he laughed at the end, and I was like, dude, come on. Now, oh, Upchurch so stupid. No, Upchurch so fucking smart. A couple of days ago, I said this in a video. If you're a sex trafficker who has undocumented kids, those kids are terrestrials. That makes you a terrestrial that has extraterrestrials. And those extraterrestrials, by definition, are aliens. They're undocumented. All right, now hold that thought and look at the news and look how it matches. When Hunter Biden walked out of Capitol Hill the other day, the lady that pissed him off, what did her sign say? Read it. Here, I'm going to zoom in for you, but pause it and read it.
Okay, basically that right there, that Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene is holding is a report, and it's a SARS report from J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, and it brings up human trafficking.
Now look what was said about the Biden administration the other day.
Secretary Wolf, do you know how many children have been lost in the United States in the last 3 years by the Biden administration?
I can go by a number that I believe was reported in the New York Times where they talked about losing over 85,000 unaccompanied alien children.
85 to 100,000 unaccompanied alien children in our country lost by this administration. Do you think that's humane or inhumane?
So anybody want to laugh about the whole alien correlation thing now? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Inhumane.
Do you think that any of them have been placed with sex traffickers in this country? 85 to 100,000 unaccompanied minors that came across the border illegally?
I don't have any data, but my experience tells me that yes, they have been.
Is that humane or inhumane?
It's inhumane.
Am I still so stupid? So stupid. Well, you just heard it straight from the government of ours that's trying to save the kids. What'd they just say? The aliens are in the hands of the sex traffickers. Now, you want another space reference? What's the name of the ship out in the middle of the ocean that got hijacked?
Another tense situation. Iranian-backed militants hijacking a cargo ship in the Red Sea. 25 crew members taken hostage. Those militants claiming the vessel seized in international waters has ties to Israel. ABC's Marcus Moore reporting in tonight.
Tonight, Yemen's Houthi rebels releasing a video showing their fighters hijacking a commercial cargo ship in the Red Sea in support, they say, of the Palestinian people. A helicopter is seen landing, unloading Iranian-backed militants who swarm the deck, then make their way to the bridge where the crew appears to surrender with their hands in the air. Tonight, officials say the ship and 25 members of the international crew are being held hostage. The Houthi rebels seen moving through the ship chanting for the sake of Gaza claim the Galaxy is an Israeli vessel. But the ship is British-owned and operated by a Japanese company, and officials say there are no Israelis on board. The Galaxy leader last seen after it was hijacked, surrounded by Houthi boats sailing with the Palestinian and Yemeni flags. The State Department calling it a violation of international law.
So to wrap it all up with everything you've seen this entire video, if kids are called aliens, and these ships have extra space, and the purpose and function is to have space to move things in shipping containers, and this sex trafficking is being used with ships carrying the containers, then this literally could be aliens on a spaceship in a galaxy far away. and you just seen everything to get that exact sentence. What was the definition of a terrestrial again? Worldly, of the earth, consisting of land, not water. Goodbye.
So, yeah. Everybody, well, not everybody, but the ones that have sat here and laughed, oh, church so stupid, church so crazy, in no way has he gave me the slightest hint or feeling that he has portrayed anything to be funny, comic, goofy, nothing. He's trying to use his and this is my opinion, he is trying to use his platform for good and help when it comes to the human trafficking that's going on. That's good fighting evil. I like the fact that he is using his platform to fight the evil in the world. I love it. We need more people with platforms like him to do this. And maybe there will be a change. Because numbers don't lie. And the trafficking has gotten a lot worse. A lot worse. He's trying to use his platform for good, in my opinion. And I stand with him on that. As long as he's trying to fight evil, I will support him in trying to fight evil. And, by the way, when it comes to that, there is a little bit of good and a little bit of evil in everything. I always resort back to the yin-yang symbol. And I know there's different meanings for it, but what I hold for it and what I believe with it, and no one can change this because this is mine, there is a little bit of good in all evil, and there is a little bit of evil in all good. It's the balance of life. And that's the balance, that's the fight, that's the war we're having right now, is the war of good and evil. And I stand on the good side. And people like him who have a big platform and choose to use their platform to try and help the situation and stop it and bring justice and help find missing children and get justice for children. I stand with those people. I support those people. And I always will. Hate me for it all you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Say what you want about me. I don't care. Your opinion of me doesn't change me. I know who I am and I love myself. So say what you want. Thank you, church, for trying to open a lot of people's eyes to the bigger problem that we are all facing. And that's just one of the bigger problems we are all facing. Just one. And it's a big one. And I highly appreciate and thank you for trying your hardest to bring light and open eyes to what's really going on. Thank you. If you guys like this reaction, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.